What is BDS? You might have heard the term BDS, or Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions, called out during rallies and shared across the internet. This acronym isn't just a catchy slogan. It represents a call to dismantle the existence of Israel. BDS was started by Palestinian activists in 2005. It has been quite popular on American campuses and even in some evangelical circles. Couched in social justice terminology, BDS presents itself as political activism, but its target is one beyond politics, as it seeks to dismantle an entire national entity. The B, or boycott, in BDS calls for people to avoid buying Israeli products and to boycott Israeli companies. This movement believes that by crippling Israel's economy, it can compel it to adhere to its interests. The D refers to divestment. It describes putting institutional pressure against corporations who have ties with Israel. Activists and civil society groups are encouraged to pressure investment funds and institutions, such as city councils, universities, and trade unions, to end all financial dealings with Israel-related corporations. The S, or sanctions, is the final step. Sanctions are measures taken by states to punish countries that seriously breach the principles of international law. One example is the historic UN sanctions against apartheid South Africa. The BDS movement is trying to gather critical mass to have sanctions made against Israel. Now that we understand what BDS is, let us evaluate it and understand its flaws. The BDS movement utilizes demonization, double standards, and delegitimization to deny the Jewish people's right to self-determination, and threatens Israel's right to exist. 1. Demonization. Here's a quote from BDS's website. Israel's unparalleled impunity is what has allowed it to maintain its 76-year-old regime of settler colonialism and apartheid, and emboldened it to unleash the world's first live-streamed genocide. More than ever, we need more B, D, and S. Israel is constantly painted as the colonizer, the occupier, or the apartheid nation. But this just isn't true. The land of Israel has had a Jewish presence for thousands of years, and the return of Jewish people to the historic Jewish homeland is the very opposite of colonialism. About 1/5 of Israel's citizens are Arab. They have the right to vote and religious freedom. Many Arab Israelis hold influential posts in Israel's government, military, and universities. BDS is not just a political movement, but a resurgence of the world's oldest hatred, antisemitism. It functions as a blood libel. By falsely accusing Israel of genocide or apartheid, the movement echoes medieval lies that portrayed Jewish people as uniquely bloodthirsty or malevolent. 2. Delegitimization. BDS uses delegitimization through false analogies. By using inflammatory labels like colonizer, occupier, and apartheid nation, BDS strategically strips Israel of its moral and legal standing. Israel is accused of existing in the land illegally, but the Jewish people have had a historic claim to the land. Britain supported this claim when it issued the Balfour Declaration in 1917. This was a public statement by the British government after the First World War, announcing its support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in the land they called Palestine. After World War II, the United Nations endorsed the creation of the State of Israel in 1948. 3. Double standards. BDS subjects Israel to a set of moral requirements and scrutiny not demanded of any other nation. By singling out the world's only Jewish state for total isolation while ignoring systemic human rights abuses elsewhere, such as repression in North Korea or the massacres of protesters in Iran, the movement reveals an underlying bias that crosses the line from legitimate political criticism into anti-Semitism. What can we do? To respond to these 3 Ds, we can all become part of the solution with 3 more Ds: demystify, disseminate, and defend. Firstly, demystify, countering myths with truth. Demystification involves breaking down the historical and theological falsehoods that fuel the BDS movement. Much of the hostility toward Israel stems from falsehoods and indoctrination that people buy into in the name of social justice. Education is important. By creating intentional spaces for learning, we can share truth. This includes organizing campus Bible studies, hosting guest lectures, and setting up literature tables that present the biblical and historical connection of the Jewish people to the land of Israel. The truth is, it's a nation with deep indigenous and spiritual roots. Secondly, disseminate, spreading the message. Once the truth is established, it must be shared broadly to reach those who may be hearing only one side of the narrative. We must not neglect digital spheres. Since BDS gains traction through viral slogans and one-sided rallies, pro-Israel advocates must use the same tools to provide facts that vindicate Israel. And thirdly, defend, speaking up and standing firm. The final step is moving from passive observation to vocal opposition against anti-Semitism. We encourage you to speak up against this xenophobic agenda, whenever and wherever it appears. This means refusing to stay silent when Israel is unfairly singled out or demonized. Defending involves a firm commitment to truth even when the truth is unpopular or runs contrary to the prevailing culture. By defending the legitimacy of the Jewish state and opposing anti-Semitism, advocates help counter the hostile climate against Israel and stand with its right to exist and the Jewish people's right to self-determination. As so often happens, this is hatred cloaked in modern dress and presented as anti-Zionism. We hope that you have found this information to be useful. If you have, please like this video, leave a comment, and share this video with others to help spread the word. And hit subscribe for more content from this channel. And remember, the truth matters, your voice matters, and together we can stand against anti-Semitism.